So yeah, Mike.
Ethan.
Yeah, part 3 of Christmas at Smash TV.
Yeah, now the hole in the roof's getting a little bit bigger, but we're going to carry on anyway, and we're going to play some AFL Live too. This is a game that's very close to my heart. It's my favourite sport.
Yep.
And Ethan's been watching it for all of 24 hours now, so he's well versed on what's happening, and we're going to play a game together.
Yeah, let's play it because we'll go.
It's freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah,
that'll do.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. AFL Live 2.
Cowabunga.
Okay, so here we go. We're playing some AFL Live 2 now.
Yep.
And we got the mighty Collingwood Magpies facing off against the terrible Essendon Bombers. Any Bombers fans watching this video, I'd love to tell you I'm sorry, but it would be very insincere. So here we go. Here's the bounce.
So, yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm still getting to terms with all the intricacies of the game.
Yeah.
Fuck off, really.
Alright, so Stanton's just unleashed a monster on us to start this game, so wasn't the...
No, not the start we wanted, was it?
Yeah, definitely not sticking to the script here. But either way, we're in a 6-point hole to start, but I'm sure we can recover from that.
Yeah.
The ruckmen are looking through each other.
Came back from worse.
It's an intense stare down as they wait for this bounce. Watches the ball knock the player and gets nothing in return.
Okay.
Jolly guides it.
So for everyone, it's Ethan and I playing as Collingwood here, playing a co-op game.
I'm the blue guy, and Mike's red.
Oh, it's deliberate.
Well, I mean, I'd never really seen much about AFL before, obviously before you mentioned it, and you showed us like those highlight videos on YouTube. But it seems like a lot of fun. In the game, I mean...
That's a great game. You've got to have a set shot.
Yeah, set shot.
Oh, you would.
So yeah, set shot works. You pull back the right stick and then flick it forward. You've got to try and keep it accurate. It's kind of difficult, so I might fuck this up. Well, I didn't put enough power on it for one.
And there we go. Oh,
no.
And Quinton Lynch has missed it. Yeah, he lost the ball in the tackle. You've really got to... Like, the one thing that's really frustrating about this game is that you've got to get that kick-off in time.
Yeah.
And you don't... The game doesn't give you a chance to...
No, it doesn't give you a lot of time.
To use your reflexes and have a kick like...
Yeah, you can't really do just take a really quick kick.
Pop it in the middle of
Oh,
jeez.
No, that's it.
Taking the screamer.
See that again, man.
Just one hand as well.
Right in the offhand.
Pure physical ability. He's a great asset to his club. Fletcher is a leader of this club, both on and off the field. It comes off hands. The ball being picked up before it makes.
Yeah, you were saying earlier, the best AFL game you've played was on the Super Nintendo.
Oh no, on the original Nintendo, it was probably my favourite one. Yeah. It was a game. I'm sure it was released around 1990 or something.
Yeah.
And it was just called Australian Rules Football.
Yeah.
Why don't recover here? There we go. And crackers on the board.
Yeah. So I mean, in terms graphically, how was it? Like, I mean, just real basic.
It was very basic. Yeah, and I think there was only like 7 or 8 players on each squad or something. But
it's still a good representation.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, speaking of graphics, I mean, did we mention that this is on the 360?
Yeah, so we're playing. Yeah, it's an Xbox 360 title. This one.
Yeah.
It is the most recent AFL game.
Yeah.
To the best of my knowledge, anyway, that's around at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it looks, decent enough when you've got to consider it's a small studio box.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, made by True Blue.
Yeah.
They would have done it with quite a low budget, I'm assuming, because the target audience is so small.
Yeah, it's
and
not
so they've done a good job, but I really would like to see what they could do, like, given a little more extensive budget.
Yeah, definitely. On newer hardware as well, because you think Xbox 360. This game came out when?
2012, 2013.
Yeah,
around then.
You got to consider at that point the Xbox has been out for 6-7 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So fucking hell. So I mean, they did alright for what hardware they had to work with as well.
Yeah.
Managed to make a fun game, albeit it doesn't really capture the true.
No, it doesn't capture the essence of footy, really. I don't think,
But it's still satisfying. I mean, satisfying to play.
oh, absolutely. And when you will start linking play together and stuff, and
Yeah.
it does feel good. Like, it feels kind of natural when you can get a clean possession and
Yeah.
then sort of chip the ball around the wing. Like,
Yeah. Come on.
go.
Come on.
Oh, as if.
No.
Coached on the line.
Yeah, like that just a little small run of play, albeit basic, was satisfying to do.
Yeah, yeah, definitely felt good.
Oh, that's one.
Great hand skills there. Too slow with the pass. Carlo puts his own
As if.
out and smothers. He outruns his
No.
opponent.
It's like that in that situation there. I try to do like a quick kick,
With the spoil.
and it's just you have to have time to build the power up,
A nice
which
protect.
kind of is a bit difficult at times, given that you've always got someone on you.
Oh, I thought you were asleep there.
Counting down, we've hit the 90-second mark.
Yeah, and I mean,
Good grab.
yeah, graphically good, sounds pretty good. I mean, the quality can be a bit iffy in places, but again, low budget. One thing that's good is the commentary.
Oh, the commentary's fantastic. It's Dennis Cometti doing the commentary in this as well, and
Some of the stuff he says, like,
oh, it's fantastic. Like, he's my favourite commentator in all of sports.
yeah,
And like even this game, like you'll get a laugh out of some of the stuff he says, but it's not going to do it justice at all.
oh, that's
There we
one.
go. Cloakey's in.
Like we played a game earlier when one of the players went up for the mark, missed it, and he was like, "Oh, call him Edward Scissorhands or some shit," which you wouldn't really hear. And
No, you wouldn't hear it in any other sport
No.
really. Like
nice pop culture reference,
yeah, and he's full of those normally when,
Yeah, it's
when
nice.
he commentates the real game as well. Well, there we go, Cloakey. You're on.
As if. One.
Oh, mate. There we go.
Eventually got it there. It took a
Quinton
little
Lynch
while.
puffing the guns out as well after he scores. Yeah, I'd like to take this opportunity as well, if you don't mind, mate, that to thank the fan that sent us in. So
yeah,
we always love receiving games and stuff from fans that they want to play. So, and since this one's so close to my heart, it's real special. So thanks, Mum,
Yep.
for that.
I appreciate it. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Like I said to my old lady when I spoke to her that my biggest disappointment with this game was that it was much better than I thought it was going to be.
yeah,
I was
yeah. You
looking-
expected it.
I was looking forward to ripping the shit out of this
Yeah.
game while we were playing it. But
And here we go. I'll have one of that.
and there's a set.
Not enough power again.
He's chipped it.
I just because I try to look at the stick so I can keep it exactly straight, but then I forget about the power, and I think I've pulled it back far enough, but I haven't. So next time I'll try a different tactic. I think like.
Oh, he's still there. Still there. So you notice there's a lot of us kicking in the wrong direction when you
Yeah.
first pick up the ball, and the reason for it is that the kick button is the same as the tackle button.
Yeah, it's a strange choice, but
Oh, it's bizarre. But yeah, we've clawed our way back into this one again as well.
yeah.
And we'll get on with the third quarter now.
There's the bounce. Jolly wins the tap. Terrible timing by Bill Chambers.
Yeah, in terms of, I mean, future titles, any news,
He's tapped it to
any
there-
rumours?
There was rumours that that AFL 3 was going to be released
Yeah.
at the end of 2015, start of 2016, but nothing eventuated out of that. So
No.
apparently Blue Ant Studios was going to be doing that.
Yeah,
because he needs to hang on to them.
it would be nice to get an, well, I was going to say next gen, but current gen AFL game.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it just takes, it's such a bigger budget.
Made and the mistake
yeah, and
Stuff
like,
for the new hardware and the quality.
the
needs,
problem,
you know.
yeah, and it's the problem is as well, like they've got such a small target audience
Yeah,
to
it's
attract like people who know the game and everything
Yeah.
as well. Like you've watched a little bit of footy now
Yeah,
and everything, so you'd play it. But if you hadn't, like, you'd
If I
probably
hadn't, yeah, I
never pick
wouldn't.
this up. Like, wouldn't even think to look at it.
Nah, definitely not. Like, but after playing this, I mean, if I saw the game and it looked even half decent, I'd pick it up. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. But like we were saying, it'd just be better to see what they could do with a bigger budget. Because,
Yeah. Like imagine if EA had the, you know,
yeah, if EA got onto it, that'd be
the
great.
physics and just everything. I mean, the same quality level that FIFA's at, which is ridiculous when you think about it.
Yeah, too right.
I mean, there's still problems with it, but and it manages to like capture, you know, how football kind of feels and plays.
Yeah. Oh, cracker.
Oh, that's a lot.
In he goes. Now, because while footy's not so commonly spread around the world, like, you know, in fact, like most people outside of Australia have no idea what it is, but it's growing in popularity in the States, in the UK, where they televise games pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And as well as that, there's like AFL competitions sprouting up all over the world as well. Like I played for 5 years with the Berlin Crocs back in Germany, and I would have liked to have given it a bit more of a shake here in Malmo with the Maulers, but injuries got in the way of that. And
yeah, it is. I mean, like in England, I mean, it might be bigger in different places, but at least in the northeast, amongst people I knew, it wasn't. I hadn't even really heard much about it at all, which is kind of bizarre when you consider how, I mean, in Australia, how big it is. The stadiums are always fucking
absolutely
packed. Like from those clips you showed us, massive as well. Absolutely massive stadium.
Yeah, like the MCG in Australia, like in when it was at its best, I think could hold 110,000.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, and then obviously grand final days, like the biggest games of the year, you're going to fill those out. And the atmosphere inside there is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Like nothing you've experienced. Okay, so we hold a 1 point lead at the end of the third.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
It could go down to the wire here, I reckon.
Straight for the weekend. First hand's important. Ball gets it on the bars.
Oh, fucking hell. No. But I mean, it is a fun game, but there are obviously there's flaws, which you expect from a small.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like the movement seems a bit off sometimes, especially when you're trying to run to the ball. It's kind of difficult to.
Yeah, that's that's a shame.
Yeah, but I mean,
again, it's kills.
Yeah. But overall though, great fun. Just a shame we can't go online and.
Yeah, I don't know how big the online community would be for this one. But,
Hands it out to open space. Like a Melbourne tram, they all jumped on and nothing was paid. In technical terms, he's made a real pig's ear on.
So yeah, I just gotta try and bring this back. Fuck's sake.
Swan passes it, sends the ball to open space.
There we go, sniffy.
Low spearing
Oh,
kick.
I didn't expect it. That bounce.
Off the pass. He gives the ball away. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine.
Holding the ball, my ass.
Hit X like twice.
Yeah, it's very hit and miss with the tackles.
Yeah, you can find you've went up and hit the button. Well, I mean, you think you've hit it at the right time, but yeah, sometimes you just, I don't know. I think you've made a good. Like there, I want to tackle,
Yeah.
but I got the ball, so.
Reed punches. The ball in the hands of Swan. They concede
No.
possession.
No.
chance of
Oh
giving
no,
up.
we can't give the goal away now.
No, I really can't.
Maxwell aims for his man on the ground. A short handball. Beams with no time to delay with that kick. Pendlebury
Nice spot.
gets the ball on the boot. Hurley
Oh, fucking hell.
Right place, right time. Thomas just got shot blocked by Partingham.
Come on.
That was by hand. There's no one.
Yeah, Clokey.
Yes! Get in. Fucking hell.
We should note that this is not the first time today that Ethan's scored a
Yeah.
Scored a goal to put us ahead in the last few seconds.
Fucking hell. So yeah, I mean, it's just satisfying, like.
Oh, absolutely. Like, the animations on the kicking are really disturbing.
Yeah, like the angle he kicks it at's a bit peculiar, let's say.
Yeah. And, like, my only other complaint would be that, like, you can't tell the players apart, like, by the way they play.
Yeah, there's no...
Like,
yeah.
their stats don't seem to have much of a bearing on it.
Take
Oh,
it
is that
bounce,
going to
take
go
it-
through?
oh,
That's
lovely.
going through, too.
Lovely stuff.
Clokey again.
Oh, God.
The hero.
Right at the last.
And that'll be the whistle, too.
Yeah.
It's siren sounded. Pies get the win.
Aye. Spot on. Yeah, it's
We'll take
that's AFL.
AFL Live.
Yeah.
Collingwood come away
Pretty-
victorious
yeah.
with 38 to 31.
As you can see, we dominated the
Yeah,
stats. We
nice
deserved
stats.
to.
Yeah.
Oh well, maybe not dominated the
Nah,
stats, but we
We
were
were better.
we were the better side.
Yeah.
The result was fair today. The better
Yeah.
side won.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for joining
Not an
us.
upset.
As always, it's
Yeah. So let's enjoy the Collingwood Footy
Yeah.
Club theme song.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side we stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barrackers are shouting as all barrackers should.